right after this. Was your fast qualifier. There's Ricky Graham, Larry Pegram, Will Davis, number 18, Terry Poovey, 16T Steve Beatty, and number 31, Danny Ingram on the front row. Poovey is an interesting story. A brand new team headed by Bubba Schobert, three-time Grand National champion, who nearly died in a road racing crash.
My reflexes aren't what they used to be, and I don't want to do it if I can't do it like I used to, you know. So I just had to quit a little bit early, but I feel fortunate that I'm alive and that I can still be involved with racing, even though I'm not the rider.
In his new role as an owner, Bubba's getting help from his pal Wayne Rainey, twice world road racing champion. But this team ran into trouble with the very first practice session.
Me and Bubba was going to go out there on the track and stand in turn one to tell him where he should shut off, and they wouldn't let us out that far.
Well, that wasn't a big problem, but look here. Poovey is back on the back row. He jumped the start of the Heatrace, so now they've got to restart it. He's back on the penalty line with Will Davis. In fact, it's a pretty jam-packed group back there. Look at the big gap up in front. As they get ready for the launch here and kick off this 130-mile-an-hour drama, Little Creek, and again, that's about as ragged a heat race start as we've seen, but we are underway, and there they thunder down into turn number one for the first time. Danny Ingram got a big jump, and look at Mike Hale going way up on the outside, Bill. He's been fast from the time they unloaded that thing this morning.
He gets around San Jose very well. He likes the track. He's got a good bike. I think he's going to do well today, Dave.
He's doing well enough right now as he dives down to the inside, picked up the draft, and went all the way to the lead. And look at the entry speed into the corner.
Mike Hale, look at the gap he opens going into 3 and 4. That's the trickiest of the two turns on this course. If you master 3 and 4, you'll be the guy to beat.
All right, now here comes my favorite shot in the show. Hang on. Whoa, that's what 130 miles an hour looks like and feels like. As Hale immediately begins to open things up here, he's handling. See the number 2 bike, the second position machine kind of swerving and wiggling around. That's a traction problem that we'll get into. Danny Ingram is not very well hooked up as they work down the backstretch. And now this becomes a 3-man battle. That's Donnie Estep, number 14, and Ricky Graham moving on the outside. Can he catch him here? The outside's not where he wants to be. Ricky got it back down to the inside. That's a tough maneuver in 3-4, coming in off the groove and back down on the groove with Ricky's experience on this course. It looks like maybe we've got a race for second developing here because Hale is certainly showing signs of splitting. Here is that battle for second, and we know that these guys are all having a little trouble keeping those motorcycles in line. They're kind of wiggling and skittering around. What's going on there?
You want to be smooth through both corners. Right now, Mike Hale is as smooth as silk. The other guys are bobbling. Hale's moving forward. They're getting sideways.
Last time here, good move by Ricky Graham. They got 3 wide going into the corner. Graham took the inside, grabs second spot, drops Estep to third, and Ingram falls all the way to fourth. Worth noting that only the top 3 move up here. And here come the rest of them. Poovey, number 18, was on the penalty line. Big draft up the inside, trying to get 2 spots, and he's got him. Poovey on the Bubba Schobert Honda is into third. Doesn't want to let his fellow Texan Mike Hale get completely away, but at this point, again, I think they're racing for second.
Pretty much so. I think Mike Hale has broken the draft. He's out by himself. As smooth as he's running, he's going to be tough to catch.
Poovey's charge brings up a good point. We get a nice close look at Mike Hale. See how well it handled? Effortless riding. Any kind of motorsports, they always say, make the pilot comfortable and the rest of it will take care of itself. Off 4, Ricky Graham. Poovey's charge from the penalty line, representative of the kind of thing that happens on the mile racetrack. You can really make up time using the draft if you've got your motorcycle working well.
If you've got it right, you get in that vacuum behind the rider in front of you, he sucks you along. Next thing you know, you're up front.
Would you look at this? Half a straightaway. This kid from Texas, Mike Hale, has put on Graham and Poovey, a couple of the veterans in this business. Both have seen that big 3-0 come and go. Poovey dives under Graham and into second spot again from the penalty line. And a call for number 72, Larry Pegram, for a couple of laps. He's been part of this mix as he followed Poovey to the front. Here's the lead for Hale. Good to see him running so well today. They've really struggled this year. 3 wide for second spot. Who's going to get it in there deeper? Ricky Graham with that same move. Take it in wide, bring it down inside.
That's a risky move because the groove is narrow. He gets it in on the outside, yet manages to get down to the inside of the groove. High-risk maneuver.
And because of how tightly you have to pinch it, how sharp you've got to cut that corner, you're in danger of skidding off.
Once you're in the loose stuff, you're in deep trouble, Dave. Yeah, he took a high-risk move
Underneath goes number 72, Pegram, at the white flag, indicating 1 to go. Mike Hale will win this in a walk. Anybody's guess who's going to get that transfer spot. Remember, these three guys, Poovey number 18, Pegram number 72, Graham number 3, are racing for just 2 positions, 2 direct transfers into the main event. Who's going to be able to make the best move out of this?
Right now, I think the man in the middle, the guy in the catbird seat, he can command the race, depending on how he gets off turn 4.
And if Pegram indeed can capitalize on that, he'll make that transfer. Graham could not find any place to go. Exactly right. As the third man in the group, he was stuck. Here comes Hale down to win it, and the battle for second and third will be decided at the line. Inside move by Pegram. Gee whiz, you're smart. You know all about this stuff. Pegram gets second, and Poovey will take third.